Hi, and welcome to Press Play. I'm Shalara, and this is my co-host, my lovely co-host, my handsome co-host, Mr. Percy Matthews.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Okay, and tonight our segment is called Girl Talk. That's our topic. We're going to be asking these lovely ladies some questions about everyday life, relationships, personal things. Some things y'all might need to know. Over here we have the lovely Miss Sabrina Seaview.
Hi, everybody.
We have the awesome Miss Tahana Galantine. We have the ever so graceful Miss Laura. And then we have Trail here, gracing us tonight. Y'all ladies ready to answer some questions?
Definitely.
All right, Miss Sabrina.
Yes.
Why do you think women are so competitive?
I think that we play a big part in being competitive because it almost seems as if there's a shortage of men.
Really?
True. It almost seems as if there's a shortage of men.
Especially black men.
Especially black men.
Hey, watch it.
I'm just being honest. And so because of that, you're constantly trying to elevate yourself against the next woman. You're watching the next woman and you're constantly trying to one-up her. Everyone wants to be successful because these days men are seeking successful women. And so it kind of becomes a competition, sadly, when it should really be a sisterhood.
But I don't think it's none of that. Women are jealous. They got the same opportunities. All four of us, we all got the same opportunities. So why you can't go and do the same thing I'm doing? Why you gotta compete with me?
Better.
Exactly. Why you gotta compete with me?
But you're so worried about what I'm doing, hating on what I'm doing, so you can't even see your own opportunities.
Right. And it's like people, like no matter what, like people are still trying to pull each other down, no matter how far up you get. So that's a competitive thing too. No other women sometimes often don't want to see what other women do better than them in a sense. Right. So and that's a major issue, especially within a black community, within African American people. I see that a lot.
And can I say this? I think it's because we are are trained to think that success is built on certain things. Your weight, your skin color, whether you graduated, did you get a degree, are you opening a business, or you moving to another state. People think it's so pathetic that some people think that moving away makes you successful. Again, it all boils down to, in my opinion, about being successful.
Well, people want to see you do good, but they don't want to see
Never
you
better
do
than
better
them.
than them.
Right.
Yeah, got some of them that don't want to even let you see you do good.
And you see them with the moving away part. Some people adapt to different environments better than others. Because I've seen myself moving away and done better than I ever did as far as living out here. Not saying that, because I heard someone I overheard someone say, well, if you can't make it where you live, then you can't make it nowhere else. And I don't agree with that.
That's not true.
Because it's different opportunities in different places, different people, different climate changes, all this stuff makes a difference in where you going, because sometimes you can't, not say you can't make it, because it all depends on where or how much you do in order to get to where you're going, but it plays a big part too of where you stay, because some places have more opportunities than others.
And now that you say that, I can agree, because this city really does have the crab in the bucket syndrome. Really does.
It's like it's a curse.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Wow. So I can agree. I agree with you.
Question number 2. Would you be with a man? No, would it be okay if you be with a man and he was cheating on you, as long as he took great care of you?
No.
No.
Now y'all know them people got all them wives and living all polygamous. Whatever.
Polygamous. But
What you think?
He can have as many wives as he wants, as long as he can afford them all.
I don't agree with that. I mean, if a man cheats on you, obviously you're not in his best interest and he's looking for something other than what he's not appreciative. He don't, he's not grateful for what he has. So, like, if I have to be secondary, then I really don't need you, because I like to be first, and when it comes down to a relationship.
I don't think that y'all are going to like this, but since the beginning of times, men have had more
than one family,
than one woman.
There we go.
I think that it's almost in their nature to have more than one. I'm not in agreement with it. I don't think that is totally okay. My motto has always been, if you don't bring anything home to me, and I'm talking about STDs, if you're not taking away from my home, if you're taking care of me and everything is in order. If I don't feel it, you ever heard the saying, what you don't know won't hurt you?
Right.
That's almost how I feel, because I'd rather put myself in that mindset than to have myself pacing the floor at night, or calling his phone a million times, or cutting up, busting windows, slitting tires. I see it all the time. It's almost as if I put myself in the mindset that men are going to be men, and I just pray for the best. I hope that my man loves me enough to respect me.
At least respect me.
I pray that. But because I know the ways of the world,
not everybody
that's
like
life.
That's life.
Yeah.
They got a few men out there good.
There are.
That's life.
Well, coming from a man
perspective, in between.
Coming from a man perspective, you let a man listen. If you let a man like cheat on you, it's like women are very smart. They have a lot of intel, so you know if your man doing it. So if you allow it, well, then what happens is you really like believe in yourself.
Exactly. Because
time is gonna catch up with you, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna be in this sticker. You're gonna be with this man so long, and then when he's gonna leave you, you're gonna be heartbroken behind something you already know. My thing is, listen, you get no place. Second gets no place. You don't get a trophy. You don't get nothing. So if I can't be first, I wouldn't want to be nothing at all. So if you allow this, you're gonna take some other stuff with it. Because what he's gonna do, he's gonna make sure that the side chick is taken care of, and then you're gonna be left with nothing.
Have you ever cheated, Mr. Matthews?
Yeah, I cheated.
You cheated?
Yeah, I cheated.
And so you were okay with making the woman that you loved
hurt
secondary. You were okay with giving her that pain.
Listen, what happens is when I found out, due to my ignorance or man behavior, whatever you want to call it, when I seen how much it hurted her, I stopped because it hurted me.
That's gorgeous.
Watching her
beautiful thing.
That is because I wouldn't want her
to do it to you.
Exactly.
Question number 3. What you can't take.
That was awesome.
That's right. Now can't take.
Okay, question number 3. Would you rather stability or love? Tahana.
Y'all already know how I feel. Stability. If he could make me stable, he could make me safe, he could provide for me and all this other stuff, everything else gonna fall into place.
Okay, and how do you feel about that?
That's kind of true, because love, like they say, it ain't no love these days. You know, men act like they love you, and it be the men that be right around you all day, every day, and that's the ones that be cheating the most.
What?
You know what I'm saying? They play like they love you the most.
In my opinion, if you have to
they got them men that really love you. Know, they got men that really
love you. If you have to believe in something, I would believe in love above all things.
Yeah. A man who loves you gonna make sure you taken care of.
And that's why love is more important than stability.
Some of them love you still on them.
To me, if a man loves you, he will go above and beyond to see that his household and his woman is taken care of. And is secure. And the same thing with the woman. I have worked 2 jobs while my man searched for a job. We all know. And you know, as a black man, sometimes it's not very easy to find a job. So I found myself in a position that I had to work for the both of us, and that didn't make me love him any less. And when he was able to go back to work, his love for me caused him to get there and tell me quit that job and I'ma take care of us. That's what love does, because I rolled for him. He saw me ride for him, and to me, love can conquer all things.
Right.
All things.
And you get further ahead.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. Hold up, stop right now.
Stop what?
Listen, I don't agree with that at all.
Love doesn't conquer all things.
What you said, but listen. Not every man cheats, because this is the point.
No.
Okay, hold on, baby. Listen, let me explain how it should be. My point is, first of all, like I told you before, you should have an expectation, know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
If you want a man just to go ahead on and take care of you, so you want a house, you don't want a home. If the man just gonna go ahead on, he gonna give you some money and he gonna make sure you got a nice car. Well, okay, fine. But what about the other things you need? Because you gonna have to get older. Then you got the kids involved. So basically, y'all see TV. You got a man, he come, he give you money, but guess what? He don't give you nothing else. So
no affection.
That's a bad colloquialism when they say every man cheat, because every man is not like. If a man think of you, he really love you, the stability gonna come. Because we're partners. So listen, if I'm providing you with stability and you're not really doing it, guess what? We're really not partners. So what happens is you really induct me with the power to go and treat you any kind of way, because basically you just riding off on me. Let me say this. I want to move on, but let me say this. The thing about me, and I think it's reversed with a woman. If you got a man in front of you, you know what you're doing? You're watching that man work. If you in front of that man watching you work. But if y'all side by side, y'all working together. Ain't no man don't want no woman that's not trying to reach her potential.
That's right.
Next.
And then
success.
also,
Again,
not to prolong the
success.
situation, but also like without love, the stability will eventually end, because he'll feel like, hey, I don't have this to do for you. You know, I don't love you anyway. So whenever the next person that he genuinely, his heart goes out to, you know, that stability will be cut off right then and there, and then you'll be stuck looking stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying like that, but stuck with nothing.
Listen,
right?
listen,
Listen,
let me come home with it. It happened to me. In other words, what happened is I went from singular to plural. In other words, I kept on first it was us, baby, we, this, and I started getting, hold up, it's I.
Right.
I'm doing this.
Right.
I'm doing this. Baby, see me sexy and fine. I know I'm fine. I know I'm fine, but listen what I'm talking about.
Right.
You can't see. All right. But listen what I'm saying though. My point is that what happens is a woman should always keep her work.
Yeah.
She has to work for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Anything that's worth having, you got to work for it. So if you depend on a man just to provide, well, okay, well, what does that say about
That's
you?
what makes them feel.
You got a sugar daddy, so you don't need a man. You need a sugar daddy.
Right.
You want somebody to provide.
Somebody just to take care of you.
That's all.
We'll move on, but I honestly, I may feel a little different than you guys do. The shocking.
No.
Endow.
Okay, I'll tell you my reasonings, and then we'll move on to the next question. I feel like if it's just me personally, if God is gonna place someone in my life, I feel like He placed you there for a reason.
Right.
I love myself regardless, because I think I'm awesome. I think I'm amazing.
You are.
I think so. So I give myself so much love. Not saying I want to be with somebody that would treat me poorly, but my mind is so stuck on business. If you not trying to build an empire with me, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I had a young guy. I gave him my number. We on the phone and he telling me how he want to get matching Jordans. And I'm like, that's your relationship goal?
That's your goals.
You serious? No, see, my goal is let's have some restaurant food chains around here. Let's have some stores.
I'm with that.
And see, if our mind so focused on business, that's love to me.
But
if we so focused on... That's my point. If we so focused on to where when we 60, we don't have to greet people at Walmart because we retiring on some island.
Right.
That's love and that's stability to me. And guess what? You don't have to buy me flowers. Guess what you have to do?
I want some flowers.
Take me to a business meeting.
Right.
Flowers.
So what you're saying is stability equals love to you. Stability is love.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
In the process of you doing all these chains, you know, you want all these accolades.
Right.
You want to live in the suburbs.
Right.
What happens if you get with this man 3 years
And
then
then
guess
lose
what?
it.
And you lose it. Not only that. Hold on. Not only that. Suppose he falls sick. Now hold up. Now you can't do what you need to do because you have to take care of this guy. So all these things that you have to put them on the back burner. So now what you do?
Okay, I can answer that plain and simple.
Can you look at me when you answer that? I mean, I want to know.
Here's the thing. If something was to get in the way of, I'm just saying my faith. My faith wouldn't let that just slip away like that. That would just be a part of our testimony. Look, we was getting these food chains together. He fell sick. I want to get a job. We overcame that. Now we got
is not there. Listen, the stability is not there. Now you done made all these business loans, and you can't really make them now. You can't really pay for them, and all you have is this broken down man. Now what?
You gotta make that.
hold on. Now what?
Are you
Now what? We're businessmen.
still in it?
We're not businessmen.
That's why love is important.
Now you understand.
Yeah.
Because now you're broken out.
Love is greater than all things for me.
Listen, let me show you a thing. And we kind of get
It
off
really
of it.
does.
Let me show you. Say for instance, if the insurance the man have, they file bankruptcy, the man don't have insurance, everything y'all have is gone now because this man need his meds. So your dreams are like way off. And you can't even think about that right now. All you know is you have this man that was your partner, this sick man you have to take care of. So
Are
now
you
what?
still there?
No, she of course she gonna say yeah, we on camera. She gonna say that. But she gonna say he got to go.
Let's be honest.
You understand?
Let's be honest.
That's when you talk about love. If you really love it,
That's what they
love is gonna be there.
because you could have the love without the stability. You understand what I'm saying? That's
If you love it, you gonna nurture him back to his health.
That's my point. Next question.
Yeah, we gonna move on because you trying to side. You trying
No, I'm
to
just telling you. I ain't being
whatever.
That's right. You gotta think about
That's
that.
real life things.
That's true.
Real life things do happen, and people get sick. Stuff happen.
Right.
But if God has something for you, it's gonna be for you, no matter what type of door,
But you don't know what you
roadblock,
have to go through to get
tree
to.
falling
That's
away.
all part of it,
That's
though.
true.
That's-
You don't know what you have to do to get there.
But
But
you
that's
can't
what
give up.
he in his bed. Talking about
Lord,
give me an iPad so I can look.
Everybody
at
on TV watching this. Make sure y'all are married this woman. Make sure y'all are married this woman because she's gonna leave you on the table.
He's gonna have an iPad.
Still
and
doing
baby,
business.
Next question,
he's
please.
gonna be doing FaceTime at the meeting.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. It's your turn, Mr. Person.
No, I know it's your turn because I asked what you do with a man if you would.
You did. No, I asked about the stability.
Y'all are funny.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
now we really gonna have fun on this one right here. I love this one. How important is sex in a relationship?
Oh Lord.
Let me be the first.
Go ahead.
It is.
Let's go from 1 to 10. 2 minutes, please.
For me, I can only speak for myself.
That's what we talking about.
And maybe I'm dealing in a spirit of lust. Forgive me, overseer. But sex is something that's important to
1 to
me.
10,
It's
baby.
a part of me. I would give it a 9 to a 10,
Okay.
sir. It's important in a relationship because it's part of what keeps you happy, keeps you going. Sex is important to a man. And so because it's important to my man, it's important to me. Because I need to make sure that I'm doing what it takes to keep my man right here and not have him running all over the place.
What
Sex
part
is
about
important.
sex? What part about sex is important to you?
Let me tell you what sex is to me these days. When I was a young girl, sex was doing it. That's all it was. It was just doing something to say you did it. Now that I'm a grown woman, sex equates to almost a connection. If I'm having sex with you, we have a connection. We have a bond. You're somebody that I trust, I can talk to, I indulge all my thoughts into, and something about the way we communicate and the way you think turns me on. And so sexually, you're more than just a body to me. I'm almost connected to you, and some people refer to it as soul ties. I'm connected to you physically.
Okay,
if we're having sex.
1 or 10. 1 to 10. That's
1
what
to
we
10.
saying. It's a 10.
Yeah, we using.
It's a 10. Because if he can't
Say it.
measure me, if he can't
Say
keep
it.
me happy in that aspect, I'm gonna go find it somewhere else.
Right.
That's in the
Somebody
woman
else
or
gonna
man.
give it to
I
me.
just left the relationship because of that.
Somebody else gonna give it to me.
But
I
that's
left
a
the
woman or
relationship
man.
because of
The way
that.
I want it.
Because I was feeling
urgent.
urges to be with somebody else because I wasn't fulfilled. And
wasn't
other than me
still
cheat
your
on
hate,
you
your
and
life,
make you feel really bad and
let you
be
go.
to you what another woman was to you and let you down, I left because I wasn't happy with it.
There we go.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't fulfilling. I'm so sorry, overseer. I didn't know you were going to be here.
Next.
Well, to me it's not as important, but like to a man it is. But
We asking you.
You asking you.
oh well, to me no, it's not important because not saying that it's
I just feel like you haven't had good sex.
She's lying.
That's what I feel like.
I feel like you
She's
haven't
lying.
had really good sex.
You haven't had
Maybe it's just the
somebody.
spirit of me lusting. I don't know.
You ain't pulling your hair out yourself.
I'm
You ain't pulling your own hair out, I can tell.
Well,
You ain't
listen,
pulling your own
because
How
hair
do you tracks loose?
no, I don't wear tracks.
When you just lay there and you can't just get to it.
Let me give y'all my point of view of it all. And I mean, it on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would make it like a 6 because
Hey,
it's more.
You know you on TV right now.
Yeah, I understand that. But listen,
speak.
Trust me, there's more. Okay, because not only when sometimes God, that's a guy's main focus. When they come, when a man approach you, they want something from you. If they don't want to know who you are or what's your name, or they come to you because they are physically attracted to you in a sense, and they obviously want something from you.
Right, because the first thing you do when you meet a person is you see them first. I hate when people say that looks aren't everything. It is. When the first time I ever meet you, I'm probably going to see you, unless this is a blind date where we're talking over the phone for months and have never seen pictures of each other. Your initial attraction, when I see this man, the initial thing that I'm doing is I'm letting him into my eye gaze. I'm not thinking about, is he intelligent? Does he talk? I'm looking at him and saying, he looks good. That's the way it works.
Because I have a great point, and y'all probably would all be able to relate to me in the end. Because I was like, yeah, a man wants something from you, and to some men, that's their main focus. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes a man will do everything in their willpower to get you to that level, and once it's said and done, like you can't take that back. You know what I'm saying? So what's important to me is my heart and my feelings, my emotions, and how I'll feel after I'll get up and be like, oh my God, like, why would I do something like that? I shouldn't have never. So to say that is the most important to me, things to me,
that's just a part of your classy, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that I'm classless. I'm just saying that I'm at an age right now that I go for what I want. And if I see you and I'm attracted to you and that's all I see, then I act on it.
Ladies, listen. We all talk about personal preference. Right. So I understand what she's saying.
Yeah. You know.
That's her take.
Yeah.
So because sex is not everything to her.
No, it's not. It's how a person, because a person could make you feel in a way non-sexually.
Exactly.
Like they could make your mind feel in a way that you never felt before, but it don't have to be nothing dealing with sex.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying if a person can make you feel good emotionally, then sexually,
certain men I agree with that.
I want to sit there and
but they got men that are in your mind and y'all don't have to have sex.
And didn't I say that though? I'm attracted to the mind. A mind is a turn on.
You got some more questions?
If I think sex is, it plays a big part. Because like she said, if you know what I'm saying, a man, if the sex ain't good, he going out there and find it.
Right.
You know, that's what cheating and all that come in.
Right.
And a man can love you, but if sex ain't good, he going to look for, a woman or a man.
Listen, let me help y'all ladies out. Let me help y'all ladies out. Listen, from to me, 1 to 10, nah, it's probably 25.
Right.
Right. Listen, no, I'm not a man. I'm a man and a half. But listen, let me explain something. Listen, let me explain something. This is the problem. This is the problem. Listen, this is the problem. And I'm agree with all y'all in a sense. This is the point. Listen, what happens is that men and women fail at this point. Basically, it's like you said, a connection. My point is, if you have a connection or bond, like say, you're supposed to beef it up mentally before it physically. Because once you get it mentally, you don't have no problem physically. Right. But what happens is,
that's what men call spitting G, by the way.
Right, but see, this is the point. See, like with this young lady right here. No, I'm not running no game.
Because once you get the mind,
no, it's not necessary. But this is what I'm saying. But listen,
if a person get into your mind,
but baby, listen, I understand what you're saying, and I think you don't want to run that sin. But this is the point. Baby, if you had good sex, I mean, like good sex.
Trust me, I'm not saying that I haven't had good sex. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that is important to me either. Right?
Love is more important.
I'm saying like my feelings are more important than to a man sexually pleasing me, because once that all said and done, then you be tied into this person. Oh, you looking for him?
Let's agree that comes with what she's saying comes with life experiences. Obviously, you had some very decent relationships. You've been treated with respect and dignity. It's slightly different for a woman like myself, who's tried to give her all and been treated like trash. So then I reciprocated. I think my behavior is the reciprocal of how I was treated. And so now I almost view a man like a man views a woman.
Exactly.
I have my own place to live. I have my own vehicle. I have my own job. I provide for me financially. So you don't have anything else to give me but your mind and your sex.
Listen, I'm going to say this and we're going to move on to the next question. Listen. as some men really, they don't even care about all that you just said. The bottom line is that the difference between
I don't really care about most
I understand, but listen. What I'm saying, we just do this for America.
Yes,
the bottom
sir.
line is that you have to perfect your craft. If you want to hold your man, you have
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true. You're about to open up a whole nother can of worms.
What?
I'm not going to expose myself, but I'm going to say this. I have taken my time to learn my man over a course of years, and everything that he could possibly want to go beyond that, and that was still not enough. Let me tell you what a guy friend of mine told me. He said, Sabrina, it's not that you're not enough. He said, as a man, I'm constantly seeking more. He said, you're a thick girl, brown skin. He said, I might see a light-skinned girl, slim, you know what I'm saying, pretty. I might like her lips. He told me I might like the way she smiled. I may like her voice. I may like the way she wear her clothes, the style she have. It's just something that attracted me that wasn't you. He said it's not that you aren't awesome and everything, but I'm always wanting more. I think that's the psychology of a man. Y'all always want more.
Don't say y'all because that's inclusive.
Okay, sir, you cheated though.
Yeah, but I don't.
Sir, you cheated though.
Okay, listen, but
you wanted more.
Moving on when we say this. Listen, there's men and there's dogs. What you just described wasn't a man. You described the dog.
That's good.
Next.
That's good.
Haven't you been a dog at some point?
Nah.
Just go ahead and say, Ruth, you cheated. Just go ahead and work for me, sir, because you did cheat before. Didn't you admit on live camera in front of the mirror?
You cheated.
So you were a dog at some point.
No.
Go ahead and work for me.
I was a part of livestock, but I wasn't a dog. Next.
That's too much. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give this question to Trail. Give me 2 boundaries that comes along with dating.
With dating?
Yeah, what's 2 boundaries that a man can't cross if y'all are just dating?
It's a lot of stuff because we just dating. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in no relationship.
Just give it 2.
You cannot be calling and want to know,
That's one.
all that.
So you don't want to be checked
at all because that's not you can't. We just dating.
And what's your second one?
Yeah, because see, you can't tell me what to do.
Got ignorant by now.
Yeah, I have to think about it.
All right, next.
All right, what's your 2?
Well, first of all, you can't be just popping up at my house.
Amen.
Don't be questioning me, asking me where I'm going,
Exactly.
who I'm with.
We just dating.
It's a lot of boundaries because, shoot, you're not my man.
Dating.
You know.
But some men get it twisted. They think you dating.
Right.
Muffin.
Don't
you?
claim me at all. I'm not your woman. Don't tell people I'm your woman.
Yeah.
We just did.
And what's your second one?
Don't check for me. Don't worry about it. You see me out with somebody else, you better turn your head, act like you don't know me.
Because we just
We
dating.
just date. You ain't my
Okay.
man.
And what about what's your 2, Sabrina?
Dang, that's the hard one. I have to say my boundaries are, don't expect me to be to you what you are not to me.
There we go.
Whatever you are to me, that's what I'm going to be to you. So don't expect me to cancel my Saturdays and cancel my Fridays. If Sunday you're going to be sitting watching the Saints game when I may have wanted to go and see a movie. Don't expect more from me than you're willing to give. That's one of my boundaries. And the other one I would have to say is, don't expect me, if we're just dating, to be cooking for you all the time. I have that problem with men, girl. They love my food, baby. Oh, Big Mama throws down. And they love my food, and they always want me to cook and do all this extra stuff. And I feel like it's a task. And it's a job. If you're my husband or we get a little bit further, then I don't mind doing all those things for you. But don't expect, girl, I have one every time he comes to the house. He expected to eat. Well, baby, no.
We just dating.
And then had a menu, baby.
What do you want?
He loved fried pork chops. I hope he not what?
I hope he.
Some pork chops. He on his way.
Fried pork chops.
He on his way.
Fried pork chops and rice dressing, girl.
Next question.
Never.
Have you ever been a sideline? Why?
I'm sure everybody have been a sideline. If I've been a sideline,
and why? Cross her leg on that.
You have to cross your leg. You have to think about it.
no, I wouldn't consider it being a sideline. But
she's a now.
But the man I'm married to now, he was married when we got together. You was a sideline. Like a sideline. You didn't have sideline. I was a sideline. I was getting treated like a man chick.
Now you don't think that the same thing he does to her, he gonna do to you? And I'm not knocking him. I love that to pieces,
but we're not put that man like that on.
You don't fear that at all? Oh yeah.
National TV. We ain't gonna call names. Next.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but I have been a sideline, and well, the guy.
Why? What was your?
Oh,
what made you want to take that role on?
Because yeah, I was.
Because what about love and all that? And your heart matters.
Well, you see, the thing was,
Take me to think.
like the guy, he tried being with me, but I don't know, me being not say caught up in like he wanted to put the girl out for me, like, you know, put her out the house, and I'm like, don't do that.
Oh,
you know, I'm like, I wouldn't dare let you do that to nobody. Like, you know, because like, what if it happens to me?
But what made you allow yourself to be the sideline? How long were you the sideline? And I'm sorry, I'm taking an interview.
For a while,
but why though?
Wait.
Because you with that heart, how did you allow that?
Because
when he was a sideline,
when he met me, he was already with someone.
And you knew this?
Yeah, I knew.
Oh.
But nevertheless, I didn't care because I still felt free. You know, I could do what the hell I wanted to do, excuse my friends. You know, I'm like, hell, I'm doing what I want. You know, and when I call him, he gonna still come. And when I need stuff, he gonna still give me. You know what I'm saying? So, at that point, I didn't care.
That's what I'm saying. You want to feel it like the side chick?
At all.
And men do that. You don't feel like a sideline.
I'm probably a side chick right now. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
But have you ever been
A side chick? I've been a side chick. Because I got time. You gonna bring that drama to her. You messing with me, her. We all side chick, but I ain't about to clown like that.
Right.
That's her drama to deal with. So if I'm gonna have to play this side role, I can do it.
Oh,
concise.
And what about you, Sabrina?
Sadly, I have played the sideline, and again, it was more built on emotion than it was built on me just being a dog and wanting what I want, because I always was the woman that said I would not be with a married man, I would not be with a man with a girlfriend, I would not. I was the one saying I won't do it, I won't do it, I won't do it. And then he got in here. And when he worked his way in here, he worked his way in here. And a lot of times these men these days, and y'all know that's the truth, and the sex is dirty. And a lot of times these men put you on a pedestal and you don't even feel it because they're at your house. They're there all the time. I found myself asking him,
when are you with her?
But guess what?
Like, when do y'all have time for that?
But he wasn't bringing that drama to your house.
No, he couldn't bring it to my house. No, I'm not gonna lie. There are men who want their cake and eat it too. Because he was trying to tell me, oh, you gotta make sure, which I didn't want for anybody else because he was enough. You know? But he was telling me, I don't want you being with nobody else. I don't want you sleeping with nobody else.
But you
got a whole wife at home.
So these days, the men treat you like the main woman. You can't be like people.
So you don't know.
They help you financially.
Be a side chick,
you know what I'm saying?
And they lie to tell you they're not married. They lie to say they don't have a girlfriend. You don't know.
Some of them even say they don't have no children.
They lie about everything. They lie about everything.
Before we go to the next, let me say this. Men will say whatever it is they have to say to get whatever they want.
Yeah.
That's true. Two more things I'm gonna tell you. Number one is, hold on. Okay. I'm not condoning this at any point, but I'm just gonna say this. It might be better that you be a side chick than a main chick. Let me show you why. Because of what Miss Galatine said. You dealing with this drama when you don't know what you have to, you really move in with it every day. And you be like, boy, look, you can go back to that day.
Take your man back. Take your man back.
But this is the part y'all not gonna agree on. And I ain't talking about nobody in this room, but guess what? Some women don't know what it takes to be the main woman.
What about when you've already been the main woman and you've experienced it?
It does not apply
and you know that it ain't much different from being the sideline these days. Y'all make it that way.
Don't say y'all.
Y'all men make it that way. They make it that way.
It's not much different. The sideline getting treated just like the wife.
Okay, but listen. Hold up. Let me say this and we'll go to the next question. Listen, that's not true in every case. Because this is what happens. If you do sideline, he gonna make sure that she get taken. He might take care of her before he take care of his own family.
Exactly.
Well, listen, just like what this lady did. Listen, just like what this lady said. When you call, I'm gonna show you the difference. I'm gonna use me because that's what y'all want. So I'm gonna give y'all some spice.
Well, that's what
I don't do this no more. But listen, at the time, Seth was in my side woman called me. In my side woman, I'm talking to my boy, my son. Oh man, my phone. Oh man, that's my baby. Hey, what's up, baby? What's up? Hold on, baby. Hold on. Listen. So that's what, so I'm gonna do that. But say like my man went, oh man, what she want, man?
That's just how y'all do. Like y'all aggravated.
Hold on, that's not y'all. That's what they do. So listen, the next question is,
to their wife and
listen, before we move on, listen, this is what I'm saying. Listen, I'm not co-signing at all, but my point is listen, until a woman really knows what she wants, and really knows what she wants, it might be better, that should be a side, because this is the point. Some men, once they start to do things for you, they want to own you, they want to fight with you, they want to do this, they man, listen, they're manipulative, and what happens is you don't need a man going to drag it out, you need a man going to pick you up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So everybody needs somebody, so listen, if y'all got a side piece, do your thing.
Can I answer that?
Oh yes! Do you have a side piece?
What?
Do you have a side piece?
If I got a side
Do you have a side piece?
I don't have a baby.
Do you have a side piece?
Chicken me?
Oh, you are all customers and no chicken.
You want to stop? I'm looking for a husband, though.
Right.
Right.
That's
I got my wedding planned out already.
That's good.
Next question.
Okay, the next question would be, should a man be the leader in a relationship, or should the leadership be equal amongst the couple?
I would
We're gonna save you for last.
Laura.
All depends. You know, we all were grown and taught that the man be the head. You know, but he can't make all the decisions. Cause I mean, at some point you have to know that you have a mind of your own. And if it's some things that you don't like or don't agree with, I mean, yeah, express how you feel. And a man should respect your mind enough to, you know, be open to whatever it is that you have in mind or in store, because sometimes men are not always right. Sometimes it's best for a man to listen to a woman because they'll lead you astray.
Hey, after this show, I'm gonna get your phone. I want you. I want you.
Right.
Versus,
was that part of the script?
it was not. You are the script.
Get him in line, please, and let him come back to
like
the new
this.
song.
It should be equal.
It should
Because
be
like
equal.
some decisions men make are not right. You know, some decisions women make are. So I feel y'all should come together.
Okay, and what about you, Muffin?
A man is right. My man is first. My man gonna lead me and I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna stroke his ego when he needed to be stroked.
Yes, ma'am.
But my man is always gonna be right.
What?
My man is going to lead. And I'm gonna hold his hand and we gonna
What?
follow.
Say I know what about your number.
That's how I feel.
Sabrina.
How men do?
That's how I feel.
This is all entertainment. We're all having fun.
I've always had to be the authoritative, not really authoritative figure, but I've always kind of been the person to take the lead in my relationship. And so it's like I'm yearning for somebody that can be stronger than me. Because I feel like I'm a very strong woman, and men tell me that. Like they're like, oh man, you know.
Don't you want a man to
I
lead
want somebody to lead me, but baby, you got to have this.
Because some men ain't
I'm not gonna follow a blind man. The blind can't lead the blind. There are some things I don't know, and so I need my man to guide me in the right direction. So if you want to take the lead, show me that you're capable of doing that, and I'll fall back.
Well, listen, let me say this from a man's perspective. All y'all are right.
But you don't want no man to think that you weak either.
No.
You following him, you know, like a puppy dog.
But no, listen.
You want him to know that you can make decisions
on your own.
I want him to know that I trust him
enough to lead me. I'm following.
Number one is before you give a man all that authority, is understood that you're partners. And my point is, when he do good, we do good. But this is the point. At some point, listen, as a man, men don't know everything. They think they do.
Right.
So sometimes,
and naturally, not to cut you off, women are sometimes more smarter than men because women have to mature faster than men do, or they do.
That's why you gotta stroke his ego. You gotta let him think.
Yeah.
Like, while you telling him, baby, this is what you should be doing.
Right, baby girl, you got that part figured out. Right, you got that part figured out.
I'm glad you say that.
You almost have to make them think
But you
the
gotta tell them what you want them to do. But that was your idea, baby.
right. I agree with that.
I'm glad you say that. Hey, this is our show. This is our show. What are you doing? Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, let me explain something to you.
Right.
This is this. What happens is the best way to get a man to do what you need to do is called subliminal.
That's
In other
what
words,
she just
exactly.
said.
If you teach a man something without him knowing he's getting taught, this fool gonna do it.
Like we said about the blue shirt.
Yeah. So my point is this here. What happens is men and women clash because lack of conversation and communication.
Right.
But if you listen,
Like
if you say, like she said, yeah, baby, that's a good idea. Now he don't know that she told him that 2 weeks ago.
But think that's
So now you tell him that the man's gonna go to work.
He
But
who
winning?
But listen, that's right. But listen, this is the point. When you're in a relationship, both of y'all can be leaders. Because the thing about it is, if I stumble and fall, you got me. You stumble and fall, I have you.
Right.
So anytime you get in a relationship, whatever you have, he's here and you have, that's unbalanced. It's not going to work.
Okay.
But my point is, you're supposed to cheat for your man. Listen, if this is my woman,
build them up.
and if she got this crazy idea, I know it's not going to work. But my position, we can't do. Yeah, baby, when you want to do that? Well,
And I agree.
So someone said, baby, you know what? That's what you want to do. I got it.
Let's do it.
Right.
I know you ain't gonna do, but I'm being a partner.
Right.
I'm being a partner.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I agree.
I agree.
I just feel that more men should assume the lead.
But listen,
Assume the
if he can bring you somewhere, turn the camera this way.
Baby,
If he can bring you somewhere, if the man can lead you, listen, sometimes this fool gonna lead you somewhere you don't want to go.
Come on now.
I'm just saying, hypothetically,
I'm a strong black woman. I'm just
listen.
saying, can I have me a strong black man who already has his mind made up?
Definitely.
Because my mind is already made up.
But listen, this is the key.
And I want a man that can guide
this is
me.
the key. This is what I want to say out of everything. This is the point. The problem is this. What about you have a man and his mind not made up? What women don't like to do, that's your position, to build a man up.
Exactly. If that's
Hold on, wait, listen. Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
all of that food.
Listen, this is the problem.
But let me see after that.
This is the problem. You know what happens in a relationship? What happens? Okay, I'm gonna use this for example. You're a rocket scientist. I'm not. All right. So my point is, if I come with an idea, or it doesn't matter, any day life. If I'm doing something wrong, your job is not to come to me and fuss with me and tell me, baby, listen, you know what, to be honest.
You gotta stroke his ego.
So my point is, your job is whatever level I'm at, that's your fault because you might be leaving me there. So you need to pick me up. You pick me up because, hold on, no, 2 seconds. If my woman down, you know what I'm gonna tell my woman? Baby, that's not you. Come here, let me, see, I'm not gonna talk on the kids.
That's a beautiful
let me
thing.
talk to you.
That's
Baby,
a beautiful thing.
You see you're beautiful. You're lovely. And listen, without you, without you, it wouldn't be us. Listen, my point is, listen, I arrived to where I want to go. But listen, I don't want it to be about me. I need it to be about you. I come and tell daddy what's going on. What you want? What you want me to do? Now my job is to push you. You understand? So listen, so what happens is, the problem is, in relationship, men don't want to build women up. Because he wants to tower over, because he wants to talk about this empire, really self and his son, a junk pile. And at the end of the day, he wants to tell her, I got you all this, listen, all we doing is paying rent. But my point is, at the same time, a woman, when she get there without the man, she gonna say, I don't need him. So what happens is, you leave him, he leave you. And
can I say this?
Yeah, you got to.
I have seen myself, and I'm gonna keep it brief. I have seen myself build up a couple of men, only for them to walk away and go to a weaker woman where they feel strong enough. I've given you the tools that you needed. I taught you, but let me say what I gotta say. I've taught you what it is to work and pay bills, and what it is to love, and how to romance, and how to treat a woman right. And I've given you the game, and I gave you the game for you to go give it all to somebody else.
Well, listen,
so now I'd rather be the one to be guided and be led.
That's a conflict right there I'm not going to get into, but this is the point. And this is what all you ladies got to realize. All you. This is the thing. When a man, you smart. You listen. Most women are smarter than a man. When a man does something, you already know what he's doing. When he does something, you already know that he's not worthy of you. So if you stay there, that's your fault. If you told him to go teach another woman, that's your fault. So my point, listen. If it bark, it jump, whatever, it's a dog, it's a dog. If it's a duck, it's a duck. My point is, when this man start doing this and he start misbehaving and not treating you right, you chose to stay there. You allowed it. So you know what he gonna say? I got that. I ain't gotta worry about that. Then you say something about you taking care of this man.
No, I didn't say I took care of him.
At one time you said he was working.
Now that relationship, that I can honestly say that was love. These are two different situations.
I understand.
That was love. I saw a man go from working every day in the oil field to being laid off. I'm talking about I saw a man working 16 to 18 hours in a day out there get laid off, and now he laying around feeling depressed because he can't provide for me. So baby, don't worry about providing for me. I'm gonna provide for us until you're ready, until you're able to do better. But he was still out there filling out applications and doing everything else. And when he got on his feet, I didn't have a bill to pay, but again, I fell into that cycle. I'm doing it, and so you do as I
but this is my point. What I'm trying to
say. So it's almost a lose-lose situation.
What I'm saying is inclusive. What happens is when the situation occurs, you have to correct it. You can't procrastinate. You have to correct it.
Right.
Can I add a little cherry on top? A little cherry on top of that discussion, and then we can move on to the next one. Because I'm a woman, you know, you can answer for me. But I gotta give my sisters the game.
All right.
A lot of times, I'ma just say hypothetically. Let's use frogs. Because you know when we were little girls, we were taught if you kiss the frog, he turns into a prince. So just off of the things you guys were saying, if you get out of that princess and the frog syndrome and you find some princes that are already a prince to kiss, then he gonna stay like that forever. You go into the swamp and you kissing these frogs, you gonna turn into a frog too. I'm just saying that's how it happens.
I agree.
That's just what happens. You keep running around in the swamp looking for an old girl. He got a curl in one go, but I'm gonna fix him up. No ma'am, that's not how it works. You see, because if our minds was set on, I need a king, because I'm a queen, and I need a king to sit on this throne with me, and I need somebody who's going to conquer and lead just as much as I am. Because if y'all know how queens get down, they don't just sit around and be little divas and getting their hand nails done. No, a queen is a queen. Sometimes she go out there and hunt for her family. You get what I'm saying? So if you're out there looking for a king, you don't have to worry about, oh, I taught him this and he did this and he did that. No, because guess what a king and a queen do? They build each other up. They learn from the stuff that they already have. You don't be walking around here kissing these frogs and thinking, oh, he gonna turn into a prince. No, because a frog is a frog is a frog. He gonna leap to the next petal. That's all I'm saying. So we can go next to the y'all just keep that in your mind.
You want to never tell a story, you don't want the truth. Did not say that.
That was a good one.
I'm good with words.
So that was a good way to put it. But yeah, we understood where you were coming from.
Question. It's your turn.
You did say that.
You good.
I know.
The next question is this here, and let's try to be a little bit more brief, y'all.
Right.
What's the difference between a main chick and a sideline?
Again, the main chick is the trophy.
No,
that's hold up. Let me say this. The main chick is the one he take in public. That's the one he put on the shelf to make everybody think that life is good, life is perfect. That's the one that he cares a lot about her, but his dog-like instincts just can't help but have a sniff somewhere else. That's what I think. That's what the main chick is, in my opinion.
A main chick is the one who gonna say, I'm not taking this. You ain't about to treat me like this. You ain't about to handle me like this. Guess what? She gonna come first, and she gonna stay first, and ain't nobody gonna.
If that's what the main chick wants, there will be no sideline.
Yeah, they gonna have them, cause someone
there will be no sideline.
Well, he be doing this every once in a while, but girl, a main chick gonna tell him you ain't about to do all that. And the side chick gonna be like, well, call me whenever you're free.
They allow it.
Call me whenever you're free.
A side chick don't care. She play a part.
You gotta know your position to play. So if I'm gonna play a position to where ain't nobody coming after me, ain't nobody coming before me, I'm gonna always be the only one.
And what's your opinion on that?
Well, I feel like the difference between a side chick and a main chick is the main chick is like it's self-explanatory. The main chick, like you get all the main, you know, everything. Like you're first in line. You might be wifey material. He might be, and the side chick is just somebody, you know, he can probably play around with, you know, and that's how he think of it as, how he think of you as, because you're not going nowhere with him. You know, he's not gonna bring you around to meet his family. You know. That's what my family don't care.
What about the one that treat the side chick like the main chick?
Right.
Cause they got them. They'll disrespect their main chick for the side chick.
Because she gon' let it happen.
You know what I'm saying? But you still so say the main chick.
Well, listen, I think that is the reverse.
What?
I think that the main chick, he gonna keep home. Because maybe she got kids, or maybe she getting a little weed, or whatever. But the side chick, that's the one he gonna bring everywhere. Because he know he gotta keep her. You know what I'm saying? He'll go to a barbecue and say that's my cousin or whatever. Or hook you up with his cousin and she says his girlfriend. So the side chick is the one that he gon', you know, he doing all this fuck.
Well, you know, honestly, I really too much can't speak on that because I never been in a situation like that.
But you remember you said you was a
But I
side
know I
chick.
said she was a side chick.
Yes, I was, but we didn't have that type of relationship. It was more of
undercover, discreet.
Exactly. You know, I didn't. You know, it was more of a
the
sexual thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
That's what our relationship was based on.
He's ready for it.
So this is the thing. The difference between, to me, the difference between the sideline and the main is because the side will get the perks.
What that is.
What kind of
Can I ask you this though? Is it because the sideline is kind of like a stroke to your ego? Because the sideline makes you feel good as a man that I can still pull him. I still got it. Is that what it is?
It's definitely that. Most time, man, the sideline, like say for instance, man, she might be fine, cook, bottle ship or whatever. But for whatever the man think he's not getting home, she provides.
So exactly.
Because I beg to differ. Because I'm not a coke bottle shape. I'm not a little girl. I'm a thick woman. But for some reason, married men like me and they target me. You know what one told me? He said it's your personality. Now a psychologist told me that she feels it's because when a man sees a woman of a larger stature, they think of a woman with low self-esteem, a woman with low maintenance, a woman that they don't have to give much to. And some things may be true, but when they see me, I've been told, man, you just fun. I see you cutting up, you're having a good time, and at home, it's boring as can be because you marry a church mouse, but then you want a city mouse to give you that excitement that you used to have. And I think that's what the problem is.
Sometimes what happens is,
I'm sorry.
Hey, sometimes what happens is in a relationship, when it gets dull, like nobody, they try to bring it back to where it was.
Right.
And the communication get bad. So when you can't bring it back, what happens is nowadays, you know, divorce is number one. Or everybody say, well, if he ain't gonna do, and that's where it comes to where a woman can't always expect a man to know what it is that she want or need without telling him. So when stuff like that happens, what the man does, he say, well, you know what? I got somebody that's giving me more attention. And like you say, basically the sideline chick gonna stroke the ego.
And that's
she
what
gonna tell you fine. You know you ain't fine.
That's what it's all about.
But that's her job. That's the side chick's job though.
And yeah, what classifies as side chick? Because y'all marrying these women. Let me stop saying y'all because that's inclusive, as you said. Men are marrying women that don't cook, don't clean up. Then I gotta listen to you talk about how she don't cook nothing, she don't clean up,
but
she do the same thing. All she do is just lay there. She don't want to have sex. She don't want to do this. She don't want that. But you married that woman, and here I was all along, just waiting. But you were so concerned looking behind me. When I say looking behind me, you were looking at my past. And here I am, this very exciting woman that's everything that you need and want right now. But that wasn't good enough for you.
Right now.
The only difference is the main chick is the one that he picked or the one that he been with. That's the only difference.
But you picked her and you've been with her and you're not satisfied.
I understand, but that's
why don't y'all leave?
Because they swear about the children holding them now.
They say everything. The children are 18 and they're still there.
I'm taking half of everything. So can he rebuild with the side chick with half of everything? Well, she ain't even got half of what I got? Not at all.
What?
So you're telling me that they stay for financial stability, and I've heard him say that as well. For child support,
nowadays the side piece can't even compare this. She can't even nothing. She can't do. You know, I'm not discriminating against nobody, but I'm saying she don't have the qualities. So he already know what he had here. Right. He just can't leave this.
But what about if the side chick is better than the man chick?
It's never the situation.
But you gotta understand.
Why y'all lonely?
Because to me, what woman does not want to nurture her man? I get mad at the main chick. You know why a lot of side chicks don't respect main chicks? Because you got this man going to work all day long, and he getting off from that hot sun, and he got to come home, and you ain't cook nothing. He got to go to Burger King, he got to go to Cane's, or he got to call me and ask me what I cooked today. Well, he's providing in your household. Why is he hungry? When your man get home, feed him.
That's right.
Every now and then, massage his back. Rub his feet. Do something. Treat your man with respect and love him. If you're a wifey, to me, a wife is supposed to take care of her man as her man is supposed to take care of her. It wouldn't be no side chick if it was being done.
I agree with you on that.
We'll move on. Because we've spent enough time on y'all screens or whatever. But honestly, because the question was the difference between a main chick and a side chick. And me being raised by my grandparents, back then they didn't play that. Like these days, that's why it's such a big uproar on social media about main chicks, side chicks. It's because there's no respect anymore. Let me tell you something. My grandmother would tell me constantly, as long as you're happy and your bills are paid, as soon as that man touch that sidewalk, he is no longer your concern. Because you stay your little happy self in your happy house, in your happy bubble. But the thing is now, we have social media now. We have all this stuff going on now. So what it is nobody knows their roles. Because you see, back then there was a role. They had men with multiple other families. But he had that one woman who had a house like this, an extravagant house, and he had this little apartments with his other little side pieces, right? And guess what? The side piece could be in the same restaurant with that man, and he'll never know and will not say a thing. It's not like that anymore.
That's what I said. Because his wife did not play that.
But what the thing is now, where you don't know, is because you have the sidelines with the snapshots of the text messages they put uploading it on Facebook.
Well, that's childish and that's immature.
Right, but they're doing that so nobody knows. They got pictures with you. They got trips. They got vacations. He brought everything. He brought her child some shoes. You gonna buy my child some shoes too. Right. So nobody knows anymore because y'all might as well say he just got he got all. That's all. Everybody is the same. Nobody has a name because nobody's playing fair by the rules anymore. I'm not saying men don't get curious, and I don't think it's okay for you to cheat. But if you're gonna assume that role as a sideline, you have to know what that entails.
Stay within.
That means you stay within your respectable place.
On the side.
But nobody wants to do that anymore. It's not like that anymore. It used to be where a man had a whole other cell phone to communicate with his family. It's not like that anymore. So we'll go on to the next question, and I think we'll have one more from Mr. Percy. Have you ever been intimidated by a woman's presence? Laura?
Not ever. You know, I mean, if anything, I would become more interested in that person. You know, I'd be like, I wonder, like, what she do, or I wonder, like, what she did to get where she. Like, I would be more curious than intimidated. You know, I'm like, well, dang, you know, how I wonder. Like, I would just wonder a lot, you know, but I wouldn't ever get intimidated, because when you get intimidated, it's like you kind of lower your standards of who you think you are as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And you always want to keep, because women can sometimes feel that. Women can feel when you,
a woman is intimidated by them.
Yeah, and that'll boost that other woman's ego. It'll make them really show out as far as who they think they are. But you know, always hold, as us women, always hold your ground. Always keep your confidence. Always keep your head up high, no matter who you in front of. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you come across, because as soon as they see that they have a little inch to get to you in some type of way, they'll take advantage of that.
And I don't think that intimidation is about envy, or feeling smaller than, in my opinion. When I see a woman of power, something about that, her presence can be intimidating. I've been amongst judges and senators and things of that nature, and just being the grace that they hold, the dignity that they hold, their posture, it kind of make me sit up. Let me get myself together.
Right.
So it's not about feeling less than her. It's almost having a level of respect for her. When I heard intimidation, I didn't see it in a light of being envious of that woman or feeling smaller than that woman, but basically having the highest respect for that woman of power.
I agree.
That's all.
And what you think about that?
Well, yeah, I want a big butt. This girl, don't stand next to me. Go stand over there.
So you intimidated by big girls?
Hey, how that girl not like that, man? That's how it be.
That's crazy.
Go stand over there or I'm going to move from you. Because, boo.
Get your butt pad.
Boo, I got to look good, too.
And that should have
you
been a
need to
question.
go stand over there.
That's so important. But
And let me stand right here and do me, and you go stand over there.
Yeah, next time,
Yes.
most definitely will. What you think about that, Cheryl? Have you ever been intimidated by another
I really
woman?
I'm kind of like Sabrina, like women of higher standards, you know. Well, that's it.
And it's not that I don't think that I can achieve what they
you can
achieve,
do whatever
but
anybody
their
else
presence.
does.
You have a presence, Shalera. Overseer has a presence. I've been told that I have a presence. And to me, I'm just me. But when a person is a person that their light is shining, baby, their light is shining, and it's not that you want to feel some type of way, their presence commands that. There's a difference.
Listen, so it don't be sexist. Y'all could just ask me a question. We'll go.
Yeah, we'll go around the room and you guys get to ask Chris a question.
I want to think about this.
Yeah, I'm going to be to the point. Ask me.
Let me think of something right quick.
Ask me.
I ain't got nothing fun.
Ask
Because
me.
he can't wait.
That's a dog. Push his tongue out.
Oh, God. Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
And make it brief. Why is a woman's past, and this is near and dear to me,
That's good.
I don't hide my story, I share my story. Why is a woman's past so important to a man? And why, when a man loves a woman with everything in him, is he still not willing to put that pride aside and just love that woman? Please tell me.
Well, see, sometimes men are selfish. And when you start a relationship, you have to build. You have to have, something to build on. And if he accepts that woman, fine. But the thing about it, the woman can't treat the man like she can't take something new and treat it like it's old. Like, in other words, she can't keep on saying, like, if the man, he might not even be doing what you're thinking, but you just can't say, oh, you're doing it because of your past. Because he gonna say, I'm not like him. So communication is key. If you could communicate with that man and you could talk to him and you could tell him, say, baby, listen, this, this kind of bothered me or whatever, then y'all could work on it. You know what I'm saying? So if you communicate with that man and then y'all see eye level, and eventually his love will take over. But you can't treat something new like it's old. You understand what I'm saying? You can't throw these things in his face. Oh, you wasn't here, so you must have been cheating. Well, you was. Let me see your phone.
I don't think you understood the question.
Okay, ask me again.
The question was, why can't a man accept a woman's past? That mean the men that came before you?
Oh,
the ones back there?
Oh, that's so good.
Well, because he's not into you.
Okay.
He's not into you.
Because if he's really into me,
listen. If
he's
you
really into me,
that's the same thing. That's the same like if you had 10 children. It don't matter. He sees you, not the men behind you. Next.
That's good.
All right.
That's good.
Okay, so listen. Okay, in closing, let me just say this. This is what I think. I don't agree with what Steve Harvey says. He says, what he says.
Think like a man.
Think like a man.
Act like a
woman.
lady.
Let me show you why. What woman really wants to think like a man? Man don't remember your birthday. He don't remember what he had on when you first met him. You don't remember anniversaries.
That's true.
So that doesn't matter.
Not purposely.
Can me and him have a little?
Yeah, go play.
Yeah. You ready for this?
Okay, I'm here.
I don't think he meant that in that sense. I think Steve Harvey meant that we should think like a man, meaning you gotta be here with him.
Yeah.
Like don't just, he has a 90-day rule. That means don't just, if I meet you tonight and we go home and do, you're gonna have this much of respect for me. Even though people be like, look how dudes come at you. Man, that don't mean nothing to me. Time, what's time? I don't roll by time. If I'm feeling you, we grown, baby. No, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, well, she did that with me.
Who else she doing it with?
I know if she met Joe Blow, she gonna let him hit that same night too. So Steve Harvey was just basically giving you a guideline to follow on what men think. Because sometimes, what if I don't know? What if I'm green and I meet you and we at a bar, we having a nice little conversation. You say, I really like you, I want you. In my mind, you really like me, you want me. But in your mind, you really just wanna
trying to get in the bed.
That's what I'm saying.
My rebuttal.
I'm just saying that's what he meant. I don't think he meant for us to totally put on y'all helmet and be retarded, because I think men are retarded.
Right.
I don't think he meant for that. I think he just meant for us to be a little more smarter and on our game.
But what I didn't take it as a whole. I dissected it. What I meant is sometimes women make a mistake to try to think like a man and say he's thinking it's like what you're thinking. Some men, listen. Some men, when they approach you, they already know how far they want to go with you. So if you wait a month or you wait a year to have sex, how the man think of you is how you think of you.
Right.
So that's like they say, you know, like Juliet, she say Romeo swept all the face. She didn't say how long it took to sweep. You know, so my point is that doesn't mean because I see you, oh she luscious, I want to get in the bed with her. No. So my point is not everything he says is factual. And listen, that's his situation. If that's the case, look how many times he's been divorced. I'm not bashing a man, but I'm just saying a woman mess up sometime when she try to think like a man. Oh, I know what you thinking. Oh, I know what you trying to do. Oh, this or that. No, that doesn't work in that sense. Just like a man, he can't think like a woman all the time. Like I might think you want roses, you might not even like roses. I might think you want to go to buffet, you might not want to go to buffet. So all I'm saying is,
I like the buffet.
Me too. He actually does have something.
Right.
He actually does have something in the book where you have to tell your mate your 5-year plan, like what you plan to do. Some people don't even talk about that. That amazes me.
That's true.
I need to know what you plan to do with your life in the next 5 years. I need to know what your intentions are with me. I need to know, what are we just friends? Is this short term? Is this long term? Is this something sexual? Women tend sometimes to not ask that. We just going with the flow, girl. We just hanging out right now. I'm gonna see how they take us. No,
but you know what's key?
Men move by communication. If I talk to you and it's put on a table, you've heard it in your mind, you know it. But see, women, we move off emotion. We just automatically think y'all know stuff. We just automatically think y'all thinking what we thinking. So if I love you, you automatically love me. Right. Because that's just how women are. Right. So, but what Steve is saying, no, that's some stuff y'all need to talk about. I need to say, Percy, do you love me?
Because maybe you don't.
Right. Maybe you don't. It's just that he's just giving you a guideline on how to, because he has gotten it wrong so many times that he finally got it right. And that's what we all need to know, that even though we have gotten it wrong so many times, we have a relationship. Is one point in your life that you finally say, I want to get this thing right. And I want to do things the right way. And I want to be a queen. I want to have a king. I want to have a castle.
And you're sitting there, you want to be my wife?
Right. No, it's time to put childish things aside. And
what I was saying, last thing what I was saying, that's what I was saying in the whole overview is that if you communicate with somebody, like you said, you can find out where you're at. But my point is, don't go into something saying, I know what he's thinking. Some women that go into something, I know what's going to happen because it happened before. My point is that if you find, first of all, you must find out what's wrong with you and fix that. Then you fix that. Then you can get with that person. Yeah, like you learn your mistakes, what you did, you can do something better, and don't worry about it. And my point is, sometimes maybe you shouldn't even tell a man about your past.
That's true.
You don't need to know all that.
That's right.
His name might not be what it is.
My mom
you need to find out
that all the time.
That's true. Yeah, you find out about it.
Some girls go, I know everything.
He might not be a man. He might be a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
He might be a woman.
Can we be honest and say this? I would rather be the one to tell you than for you to get it through the streets, because the streets dragging it.
It don't matter.
And they make
it worse. I'm gonna come to you anyway. Listen, Sabrina, when I find out about you, when somebody told, I'm coming to you anyway. You don't have to divulge all your information to me. You're gonna tell 5 chapters of your life, and you're gonna know as soon as he is. My thing, I'm trying to buy with you.
Tell me that all the time.
Okay, so
let him get to know you.
Okay, so you got this man.
That's not who you
are. Listen, if you got a woman that's slept with 20 men, a man hear that, well, he think you easy. I would go to the man and say, I don't believe in having sex. I'm gonna tell you right now, because at the end of the day, if you want this, you gonna work for this. Bam. You ain't gotta tell them all that. No, don't lie about your children and all that. You don't see what happened. Don't lie about where you work at. I prefer woman tell me, look, I make $2 at Walmart. I've been hurt before, but listen, what I have, you have, I'm willing to share. I'm all in. Just don't cheat, don't lie, be faithful to me, be loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you. Yeah. That's the information you give me. You don't tell a man all your business.
No. My mom tell me that all the time.
That's what they gonna use against you.
Right, she tell me that all the time.
They use your pain against you. I find that they use your pain against you.
They constantly throw it in your face and everything.
And then you know what you gonna do?
I've been through that.
Right. Right.
And you gonna be holding that, you gonna be holding that, and he gonna be doing his thing. And you gonna want
because of what you say, you opened up so much.
You constantly reminding people of you shining light on it. If you have to constantly remind people of where you've been, all you need to do is talk to them about
where
now and where you're going. And that is our segment of Girl Talk. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I want to thank you ladies so much. And I want to thank my handsome co-host, Mr. Percy, which he will be here more often, right?
More often.
He's going to join us more often, and I thank y'all so much for being honest and opening up to us about you guys' personal life. I'll have you on again. Trust me.
I would love to.
Thank you.
That's awesome.